energy is all around us. It is a part of the way we live. It's woven into everything we do. But the importance of this energy being obtained sustainably is vital to leaving behind a better world. One, without potent methane gas emissions and contaminants seeping into the air, soil, and water. Throughout the country, there are tens of thousands of idle wells with no operator to be found. If these orphaned wells remain unplugged, they run the risk of leaking methane into the atmosphere, affecting millions of people every single day. This problem is a legacy problem, and one that Rebellion Energy Solutions is here to fix.
We are oil and gas people that clean up orphan well sites. So we take responsibility. We come in and we do what's right, which is sort of completing the life cycle of that fossil fuel production. And so our company brings it back to nature.
Rebellion Energy Solutions is restoration, it's regeneration, it's hope, it's a promise to do good. It's many things wrapped up in one company.
How can we sort of clean up this legacy that oil and gas culturally has created and isn't that proud of, right? These orphan wells that are out there. And if anything is to be done about it, it's going to require the oil and gas community of people. And that's what we want to bring to the table.
Nobody knows the answer of how many orphaned wells there are. Even experts, even people like me who think about it when I wake up and go to bed. There's documented over 100,000 orphaned wells in the US. We believe there's a multiple of that because there are so many wells that have gone undocumented.
Drilling for oil has become a highly scientific operation.
There wasn't regulation when they were drilled. There was no requirement to plug them. The companies may have gone bankrupt. They're truly lost orphans that have become wards of the state.
One of the big unknowns about orphan and abandoned oil and gas wells is, we've heard the story that they're emitting methane. Finding these wells, one, but actually measuring the emitting methane gives an understanding of the true problem.
We all sort of picked up our heads and said, what do we want to do with ourselves? How do we use our expertise to help create solutions? Our focus became remediation. If this well was going to sit here for 2 decades, continue to leak methane into the atmosphere, we can stop that methane leak. So 1 metric ton of CO2 equivalent, which used to be methane leaking into the atmosphere, is now not leaking into the atmosphere, and that becomes a carbon credit. What that means is Company X emits 10 units of carbon that goes into the atmosphere per year. They can't run their business without emitting that carbon. That 10 units can't go away. They want to be net neutral. They have to now invest money to take those 10 units out of the atmosphere or stop it from going into the atmosphere if they want to neutralize their carbon footprint. And so the companies that we sell our carbon credits to want to have a 0 footprint and can't do that without investing dollars into an offsetting carbon credit. We come out onto that well site and we test the wells to see whether or not there are leaks, whether there's soil, water contamination in the land around it.
We take operations of the well from the state.
Then we bring in local service providers that pull pipe out of the ground and pump cement back into the ground so that that conduit is now plugged, is now stopped. We talk with the landowners a lot. We form partnerships with the landowners to help understand how they want that land to serve them and how they want to serve the land going forward.
A lot of these people are running cattle on this property. A lot of them have families. We are able to restore the land in a way that they don't have the resources to do themselves, and we are truly partners with them.
That's one of the areas that I'm extremely passionate about as well. We use different seeds that existed in this ecoregion that we work in, and our goal is to help restore that land to its more native perennial state. The methods we're using to restore will improve the productivity. That will then improve the bottom line of that ranching operation or whatever it is that they're growing or producing off that land. So that would be kind of the big vision. Restore land bases, create better opportunities for the people who live on those lands, create better water quality, create more biodiversity, and kind of restore some of these broken landscapes.